I think the greatest challenge for preachers today is time, is where to find the time to linger with a text. We all have about, twice as much to do on any given day as we can get done. And especially when you're in ministry, I mean, there are urgent things. And then there are things that people are pretty sure are urgent that require, a compassionate response. And where is there time to sit with a text or with a couple of people and a text, talking through it? Is that do preachers see that as a valuable use of their time? And do parishioners see that as a valuable use of their preacher's time? So I think finding some unstructured time to read, to walk around and think, to talk to other people just on the topic of what's happening in the Bible with this story this week might be the biggest challenge we face. I know of a pastor who actually said, a famous preacher who said, if his church wanted him to be ready to preach on Sunday, he wasn't going to work on Saturday on anything else. So no Saturday weddings, no Saturday office hours. He disappeared for 24 hours before the sermon was preached. And it worked for him. They worked it out. That's fascinating to me. I actually think our parishioners would give us more time than we would give ourselves. That somehow we feel like if I'm not at the office 6.5 days a week, I might not look available enough, or I might not be available enough, and that some of the pressures are pressures we put on ourselves to be present with people. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be an interesting experiment to run, to ask a council president or council members, how much time do you think I should be spending on this sermon? If you were, going to do 15 minutes of public speaking, meaningful work with an ancient text in a current context, how do you think that would go? And just see. My guess is they'd be willing to give somebody, to imagine that someone would spend 10 to 15 hours a week on that work. And I'd love to hear from people if they run that experiment and it doesn't come out that way.